Yes, welcome right to the
How are you,
boys. How are you? Alright?
Good.
Murder.
Good.
You're needing a haircut, young man.
I know.
Getting long, innit?
A week after next week's show, straight in.
John Bon Jovi, innit?
Aye.
Sexy rock star.
I know.
Yes.
Aye.
Give us that.
No, that,
Yeah,
no. Is that what it is? Like tongue? That's Kiss. Remember him? I should be one of them, paint my face.
By the way, you're up. You ready for the...
Derek, come on.
That teeth.
That's your colour, son.
What's that?
Your God, son. Did you not see this man's tactical masterclass?
Do you do that in this day and age? Do you still?
He doesn't. He's a man on it.
Do you do that?
He
No.
gave
See,
him-
to be honest, to let the public know, when I go up there, it's
Tic-tac.
fucking rubbish, right? But no jokes, this guy is sensational. He'll never go up there and do it because he's keeping himself, like a good coach does, keeps it close to his chest.
He does that in the house, right, man? You go there. You go there.
Aye, all the time. You go in the hole, not
Derek
that.
Swin, Derek Hole.
Mark, a wee question, but see when you used to just switch off, didn't you?
Aye, switch
You'd
off.
be
I
looking
said that
across
the
at
other day.
somebody,
No, hang on,
one
don't
of
say
your
the
teammates.
Gone to me.
The only thing I needed that for is to tell me who I'm marking at corners, Vic and back, who I'm at.
Ah, but they tell you
You know,
that.
I know, I just tell me that's what it is. You
If
come
you
back.
put wee notes up in the dressing room, who you're picking, like just what
Aye.
you're saying, corner kicks for, corner kicks against your opening, that was it. Just go and play.
But they don't do that now.
What did you do if the manager wrote you a
They
note
don't.
and you opened it and it said you're very handsome?
Aye.
Well, he's obviously lying, isn't he? That's for sure.
I'd have said he's a good judge.
Well, see
What
when
is
you
that
played,
with
see
the
when you
notes?
played, was it just 4-4-2? Go and play.
Mostly, aye. Just go and play. And just, my job was to get the good players in the final third
That's
on
a load
the
of
ball.
rubbish. You're a
Aye,
good player.
Aye, but I wanted to get the guys like the Mark Walters, the Ian
get the ball.
Durant, guys in the final third. That's what I felt my job was today. And it's like
We sometimes
you
play
had guys
three.
like who?
We
Granny,
sometimes played
McStay.
three at the back. You know, we 3 centre half.
And we just go 3 at the back.
Aye, we had
Back in the day.
Anton Rogan and Chris Morris just bombing forward, you know. That was way
Who was
back
the
then.
centre half then? Who was sitting?
McCarthy, Derek
Aiken.
White and Roy, maybe sometimes
Big
that was
Roy,
the three.
but Big Roy used to play in the middle of the park. didn't he?
Big Roy could break in, that's what he
Because
done,
he could
broke
play.
in.
Aye, wee bit. Roy Aiken.
4-4-2, you'd love Kyle Hutton. That's what he was going 4-4-2.
Kyle Hutton,
Old
good
school.
lad.
Wasn't he?
Right, was Andy Walker good?
Well, he was when I played with him. I made him.
I've seen a picture of him.
I made him.
You've made his career, haven't you?
I made his career, aye. He was hopeless when I left.
Paul, are you going to give us another one or are you going to leave it for the podcast?
I think I'd better leave. Listen, I genuinely do think it's Derek and Frank's shot to be up the other day. I think
Yeah.
people are desperate to see it, what the guys
We've
do.
have had a lot of requests to get used to up there.
Up where? Up
On the
where?
tactics board.
Frank, I'd love to see you up there.
Come
on, Frank, he's a master
Shake my
class.
tic-tac. I can shake your tic-tac. No thanks. It's in colour for me. It's too much.
We'll come back to the tactics board, Paul, but we've got the most important part of this show, your leaderboard.
I don't feel you take it that serious.
No, I don't.
Please?
I know.
So, Right, okay.
We're not taking it serious.
This is all about you.
By the way, he's flying just now. We done an interview yesterday, I'll not say who, but he out interviewed me yesterday.
By the way, Derek,
taking
as well,
he's taking over.
I threw him under the bus and all. It was brilliant, wasn't it?
Right.
Says the guy, I'm embarrassed by you. Brilliant. Simon, what is the forfeit this week?
Tactics. Ian Frank.
Tactics board. You've got to do the tactics board.
Yeah. If you didn't do the time, you need to talk us through Scotland's against the Faroes and where they were successful.
But it's hard to talk about that because the
Scored
Faroes
goals.
are a weaker
They
side.
were successful because they
played
scored
one
more
at
goals
the
than them.
You could have had.
By the way, I was listening. We were on it. He was listening to it as well. We're listening to
Kenny Dalglish.
this morning. Absolutely
Brilliant.
On what?
The two best,
Top
the
scorer.
two most
Listen to
important things to be a
For-
footballer: golf and drink.
Spot on, by the way, isn't it? Well, one of them for me.
That's superb.
And I tell you what a brilliant listen that was.
Aye, it was good.
He's no lost his
I
accent.
don't think many English people would be listening to that.
He was rated to his leaderboard.
No, do you want to know? Because guys used to go down to England 2-3 months, didn't they? And they had this mad English accent.
I know.
I mean,
that's the worst,
I know,
Robert Fleck
I know.
was doing for about 2 months. I saw him in the Nile Bar in Glasgow, and I heard this English sounding
Brilliant.
twang. I'm like, who's that?
I know.
It's Fleck. He's been doing the road for 2 months.
My
Kenny Dalglish has been doing for 40, 50 years.
I went to London and my brother went to Australia. A month later, he phoned me up. Good day. I said, who's that? A month.
Why did
I
you
know.
not do
Good
that?
day. Good day.
Pathetic, isn't it?
Paul, why don't you do the leaderboard in a wee twang?
I know.
Oh,
we twang.
Just to set
A
it.
wee Australian twang.
Go on, Paul.
Cowboy accent. What happened to the
Hey,
cowboy?
Good day.
Why
You
don't
lost the cowboy.
A wee London twang, Paul, for the
A wee
leaderboard,
London
that'd be
twang,
great.
just for-
a wee,
All right, mate.
a wee Robert
Just
Fleck.
for the Euro. Have we gone to
Robert
Euros?
Fleck,
Have we
aye.
gone to Euros?
Ah, you're coming ahead.
A rat fucking boss. Oh, man, so bad, mate. Stop that. Mate, I'm the worst ever at accent.
somebody
Right, boys,
a
welcome to
snack.
welcome to the Who Knows Wins.
How long you give yourself?
3 minutes, Simon, alright?
Right.
What else was Dalglish saying on the radio?
Boys, number 10. Who's the most famous number 10 that ever played? Here's a question this week. First to
Maradona.
get
Kenny
it.
Dalglish.
Maradona.
Brilliant.
Most famous
Maradona.
number 10 ever to play for Roma. Who gets it?
Totti.
Well
Totti.
said, Simon. 10 players shared the prize pot over the international break, winning £313,
Oh,
70
brilliant.
pence each after getting 7 out of 8 results correct.
Hey.
Superb, boys. Well done. We're ready to go down the list, Eric?
Yes.
on you
Correct.
go.
Here we go.
On
We
you
had
go,
Big
Slaney.
Ali from the block.
Ali,
That'll be
I like
thrown
that.
by the rocks and again. I'm still
Ali for the block. Super. Big Moji Dog. Cami B 1991. Cody W 27. Darag CFC 26. DW 920. Mary 9900. Milton Milan.
Milton Milan.
Like that
Malton,
double
Malton,
M.
Malton, boy from Malton, that's what I like.
That's where you're from, Frank, isn't it? Milton,
Yes.
Aye,
Yes.
Milton 1980 as well. Was year above.
Yeah.
It's important to get that in there. Steve Armitage 89 and TGIHO3 at the very end. Okay, on to the monthly. Wee Craigie Brown still at the very top.
Is he,
He
Wee
loves
Craigie?
being
Well,
on
fine,
top.
isn't he?
24 points. He's got David Derlin 23. Oh, Neil, that's got to stop that.
Yeah,
innit?
innit?
They've got to change that. He's also on 23. Ronald, Sean Monster, Swed 95, and Wee Carroll all on 23 points.
Wee
On-
Carol.
Carol.
Aye.
She involved, is she?
Oh, Carol.
She's not quite in the top yet,
something.
Simon.
She's not on the
Always
top.
Frank.
She's not on the top yet.
He loves that, doesn't he?
You're just behind
Come
her,
on,
aren't
I'm creeping up the back.
I'm fucking creeping. You got to laugh.
I got
Okay,
It's
boys.
actually starting to look like Carol with that hair, isn't it?
Bit of conditioner needed in there.
Aye.
I can't talk, man. What
Go,
you
Paul,
sitting
go.
with this?
Sorry,
You've got
mate.
to
Finish.
finish.
Go on, finish.
You've got like the Bruce Willis look, don't you? Bruce Willis.
But once it started to
You
go,
pick
that's-
a-
I hate seeing people try to hold
You
on
pick
to
out, you
that.
go give it a...
Why are you looking at him when you're saying that?
His is no gone, that's
a great head of hair,
Aye,
that.
that's brilliant, man.
Aye.
What
Oh,
age
you're
you-
right.
What age you, Macca?
61.
And look at that.
Hi.
Mr. Thatch.
Boys, I'm serious. Is there any fucking point in me doing this?
No.
I've fucking had enough yet.
I know.
Come
you're
on,
right.
nonsense.
I've tried to help you, sir.
Thanks, Frank.
Try to help you. Go on,
On to the
then.
pundits, boys. Frankie, my goodness, with your sexy long hair. Top 391st with 14
Well,
points.
well
me and
done.
Derek, me and you are tied this week, Derek.
All
got
right, it's
12.
unusual.
Aye, me and you usually don't like going together.
No,
or not.
no, no, usually get you tied up. Don't know what you
No.
did.
They get a threesome.
Who's tied you together? Who's the person that's tied you together?
Me.
Go on.
Bit tied up.
Would you like that? Have you? Do you
Wait,
like
it's
that?
Craig Brown tied
Brown
you
ain't made
together.
this day, aye. Beat Craigie Brown. He wanted to go in the middle of the two. I said, no chance. All right, Simon, this weekend's Scottish Cup Open Goal League is now... Open Goal League, fucking say that again there. Open League Goal.
Yeah.
Go league.
Open goal league,
This
you're right there.
weekend Scottish Cup Open Goal League is now live with, are you ready for this? Number 10, most famous Liverpool number 10.
John
Liverpool.
Barnes.
Who is the most famous Liverpool number 10? Go to stop doing that. Here we go.
Maybe, don't know.
Vladimir
Souness wasn't a
Smicer.
10.
Vladimir Smicer.
Dalglish was a 7. Was that Terry McDermott?
Terry McDermott.
Terry
The
McDermott.
reason I wanted to emphasise the 10 there because the pot starting this week is £10,000, boys. Superb.
Give us that.
What?
Most famous.
10. Remember that? I wish I could have done that.
Sorry,
Most famous
45
10,
there.
not Maradona.
Oh,
no.
easy.
I thought, yeah,
If you
know,
fancy
don't
winning the
worry,
money this
upset
weekend and having your name read out by me on the show, download the Who Knows Win and join the Open League Go. And the
There you go,
pen
well
is
done.
boogie.
Well done, Paul.
Well done, boys. Simon, what was my
coffee.
time
14
there?
minutes.
3 minutes 30.
Okay, 4 minutes I said, so I beat it.
Yeah,
Well
well
done. You're a
done.
bit like Run DMC today.
I just chilled out today.
I know.
Because
Hip
after my performance, I think I'm better when I'm shooting
Run
the suits
DMC and I'm Aerosmith. There you go. Good song.
Brilliant song.
Yeah.
Superb.
So what's the look today? Just chilled out entertainer.
Chilled out. I mean, bucket hat. No.
Festival
Bucket
looking
hat.
in, is it
You look
not?
as if you're going fishing.
Any festival.
You're gone fishing or not? You're getting filmed.
Aye. So,
Festivals are coming back.
that'd be good.
Okay, boys, straight on to the Scotland Faroe game.
Yes, on you go, mate. Take it away.
Then I'm going to say to you, what'd you make of the game last night for the Faroe Islands? So bad, so bad. It really is.
I think there was only ever going to be one conclusion. We were going to win the game, weren't
Yeah.
we? We were going to win it comfortable. Here's Stevie the day saying we've got a lot to smile about. In terms of the
He needs to
positives,
tell his face that, didn't he?
the positives are we're unbeaten, but
I thought the first game they should have won. They should have won.
well,
Israel, being honest about it, they've played each other that much. They just cancelled each other out recently. They're playing all the time. Against
See, when
Israel,
you
aren't
look,
Played about 5 games.
See, only
So
last
I think
weekend,
they just
Derek.
cancelled
But
each other
that's
out.
how last night, I'm going to be honest with you, it didn't get the old juices flowing
But
for
see,
me
we lost
before
it.
the game. I'm usually looking forward to the Scotland game,
No.
sit down, make a big night of it and all that. I just sat there and
See,
just
when
getting
the
through the
group- no.
motions. It's terrible to say that. I know we've got the Euros to look forward to, but it's the first 2 games. I wanted at least to win one of them.
Oh, come on, let's be positive. Austria are a
No.
decent team.
Aye, but
Aye,
they should
because
beat
if you
all.
let them be a
Should
good
beat
team,
them all.
but the first half. I mean,
beat
part of
them.
it we've got
No, I
to be,
get
we've
it.
got to be aggressive.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that going kicking people, aggressive with the ball, get forward.
I think
and
we've
we
got good
sat
enough
after them,
players.
and they've got some decent players that are playing in the Bundesliga, and they played round about us. The second half was better, but the game that mattered was Israel. Go and win it.
Aye.
Take the game with the...
Bull by horns.
I was going to say the
I think
bag.
you've got to
But we never done it again. So last night, we were always going to win the
I
game
know, but
last night.
I think now we've got decent players now. I think we've
Well,
got,
what
I think
we've
we've got decent
learned-
players in the team.
what have we
They're
learned?
playing at a better level. So every week they're playing them, and that's what Kenny
What have
said
we
this
learned?
morning.
What we know is McGinn can't play in a deeper role. You
No.
play him up,
Of
higher
course
up
you
the
do,
park.
aye, of course you do.
McTominay, I know he goes into a back 3 last night. I don't like McTominay in a back 3. I like him playing in the middle of the
But
park.
it's hard when he's the best, one of the best we've got at centre halves.
I know we said it in the podcast side, but he's in the elite now, Tierney, isn't he?
Aye,
I
world
think
class.
new teams, Derek.
Brilliant.
I think teams now watching. And I can't believe this, that a guy he's a match winner as well. And I think when you look, even England in the Euros come up, they'll be there to stop Kieran Tierney play.
He's bold as brass, isn't he? I just
He's the
love his
best.
the way he walks about
I know.
a pitch.
He'll move for
that
that.
confidence, isn't he?
He's
I was going to say he'll move to Man City.
Do you
He'll
know
move
what?
to
He's got that
Arsenal.
swagger.
too good.
He's got that swagger. He walked into the Arsenal team and it was as if he should have been there forever. And he walked in and they've got him fit now.
Yeah.
You know, they left him at the team. They didn't rush him back. And he's
a
fit.
monster.
I know,
Aye.
we're reaping the benefits
Top.
of it now because he's one hell of a player.
The one real positive for Scotland though is John McGinn's ass. Is that the best ass you've ever seen?
Since
It's a Kenny Dalglish.
Since Kenny, aye.
Since is it?
Backs it, aye. Isn't it? Kenny,
He's a
that's
big
what-
ass. John's a big ass, sorry.
Kenny was
arse.
brilliant.
Couldn't
That
get-
when he sticks a big arse out
Aye.
and protects it and
Couldn't-
that. But
couldn't get
McGinn's brilliant. Just and he's obviously better coming for
Played
that
two, didn't he,
deeper
last
role.
night as
So
well?
hard to pick up.
Dykes
aye.
and
Aye.
Adams.
What's that?
Dykes and Adams.
There's a positive for you, Che Adams.
I know.
Yeah.
Pace,
Aye.
aye. And I think we probably need that because I think we spoke about it last week that we'll know have a look at the ball. So sometimes we've got to be good on the counter. What do you need on the counter? You need pace. You need somebody who can get in behind. He can do that. He had a couple of wee opportunities. Could have done better last night.
Aye.
Overran one of them. But no, I like what I see. And it was good to see Nisbet getting his first cap, you know, after everything that he's went through. So it was nice to see him on the park. But aye, McGinn further up the park, Tierney. Let's let him run that left side himself.
Yeah.
He's that good. So he is. And McTominay and all in the middle of the park. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on this morning, Mark, with England, you know, playing with 2 sitting midfielders and saying we don't need to play with 2. I think the same with Scotland. I think you could put McTominay in there. He would run the show. So he would in there, no problem at all.
But it's a defence that's, I just think, I know what you're saying, and he's better in midfield, but at the moment, there's no any centre halves saying that's my position. There's nobody. If I was
surprised the boy Cooper's been
if I was a
brought in,
centre half, I'd
captain
be
for
like,
Leeds.
get out, this is my position. I'm going to do it and step up to the mark. I don't see anyone stepping up and saying, put him back in midfield, you know, I just don't see that.
If you're going to 4 at the back, I'd maybe go with big Hanley. I like McKenna. Because I probably watch McKenna because he's a bit of pace. I think pace at the highest level is important. But we don't know who's going to go with a 4 or a 3. I prefer a 4 to be honest with you.
But he likes the 3, doesn't he? He likes
It's an option, and always having that option.
something I talk about.
But I think when you go up against better opposition,
6 or 3. Sorry.
He just goes away, doesn't he? But Paul, we're part of this. We are part of the Scotland camp, so we need to be optimistic. Don't we? They're second in the league for the opening 3 games.
And it's not because of Simon, we've obviously been called up as well in big part of it. Do you know what I mean? It's not because of that. And I get what you're
and
saying.
you chose the tactics for these 3 games. That's why you're back.
Exactly. Actually, something happened last night that I said bang on, and he done it. But what's that on it? I'm actually It's not because we've been called up. I get what you're saying, Derek. I think the wee thing that's maybe lacking is Simon, just that wee bit of belief to start the game right. Almost when a goal goes in against you, it's that kick starts them, gets to the start. But this group is going to go right to the wire. It's important you stay in it. The teams are very close. Standard teams, very close. Keep yourself in it, and I think they've done that. The Israel game, I think that's all right. A point away, I think you would take that. The Austria game at home, maybe when you see them getting beat last night easily.
I know.
But listen,
All to play for.
All to play for, we're still in there, and I get what you're saying, Derek, completely. I think they've got the players there that they can go and win these games, but it's important that you don't. In the past, what Scotland have done is after the first couple of games they're out. They're out yet. They're still in about it there, and I do believe there's something special with this group. And when you've got somebody like as we keep talking about, Kieran Tierney there, something special's happening with this. He's certainly, and the reason I say that, I think he's the best Scotland player I've seen since I've been born.
Aye.
Since I've been born.
Right.
And listen, the whole team's fantastic there.
What are you doing with the? Why are they starting so slow? What are you doing with the? Because you obviously get them at 40 minutes before the game.
I relax them, Simon.
What are you actually doing with them?
Relaxing.
Because Steve Clark just puts you in that room, he locks the door and he leaves you to it. What are you doing?
Putting them to sleep. Putting them to sleep.
Doing a lot of things. Doing a lot of things I shouldn't be doing with them. No, but
right, we need to stop that then. We need to stop that. You going in with them because it's starting so.
Who can we get in then instead of me?
Craig Brown.
No, well they'll be certainly up for it then for sure.
We've got Andy Considine interview coming up tomorrow, so make sure you tune in. 8 AM it's going to. Yeah. For the watershed for some reason.
Okay, I'm up for it. I'll be up. I'm up it.
Oh, must be
up in the morning.
So for a chance to see him with his top off,
you got up in the morning.
tune in.
I don't go up by that time.
One of the best guys I've ever met.
Big Andy.
Depends if I'm golfing or not.
He's actually been rooming with Andy since the interview.
Big Andy.
Aye.
Up the Heriot Water, innit?
Heriot Water.
Why 8 AM?
Tony's sister.
Can we ask why 8 AM? Is it?
Because we want it the full day, ready to explode. When you wake up in the morning, it's ready to go. That is one of the best interviews I've seen. What a humble man, and he deserves everything he gets. That
What's
guy.
he looking to do after football? Because
coaching. I think he's in a
dancing. I think he's looking to get into the dancing as well.
He loves salsa.
Salsa.
Him and his uncle.
Get him on Strictly.
Him and Craig Brown are starting a salsa class, supposedly.
Yeah, get him on Strictly.
No, I think he genuinely does.
I would be good in that.
What was that movie he showed you?
I kept doing that bit, remember, then stick his arse out there, and I loved that, and we done all right, it was brilliant. But it's his uncle, him and his uncle wanted to do it, didn't he?
He was doing that, he kept doing that in the interview, didn't
he? He said, come on Andy, we need to get this done. It was excellent, it really was.
Oh, brilliant, man.
Brilliant.
Right,
8 AM tomorrow.
Scottish Cup, big weekend, Scottish Cup.
So can I step in?
Of course you can, mate, anytime. I want you to be like my centre half, so I want you to step in.
Step in, there you go, go and play. Who's it more important for the Scottish Cup? Celtic or Rangers? Wow.
It's important for both, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's important for both, but
Massive.
I would love to. I would like to see
Massive.
for a couple of things. I'd like to see Celtic go and win it. Obviously, because I'm a Celtic supporter, but gives Scott Brown a good send off, didn't it? To go and win that.
Aye, I think he because obviously there's
hold on, he's on the phone.
Wait, no.
He's on the phone. It's a betting up. It's a betting
Mate,
up.
sorry to interrupt you.
Is it? Right, this is April Fool kicking in, by the way.
Oh my God.
What is it?
Celtic have just announced Martinez and Maloney to join after Euro 2020.
Thank you. I told you months ago.
Hold on.
No way.
Hold on. Remember what date this is?
Aye.
But
No, then it says BBC Sport.
Aye.
Aye. Hold on a minute. Listen, we've been done once before. So we have.
Is that right? I heard that.
Check your phone.
I heard that a long time ago.
Check your phone.
I'll check it.
Wait for the guy for Slaters to walk in and
Celtic announced Martinez and Maloney to join after Euro 2020. Liam McLeod, BBC Sport.
So that was Maloney said. Remember a couple of weeks ago to us.
He's been speaking.
Liam wouldn't be doing that. Liam's the hangman commentator.
Liam McLeod.
I've got it. Aye.
We had him as well, and you stopped it. I know what you do, that, my mucker.
Bastard.
Celtic announced. Yeah, Celtic
Get to right
announced.
round you. No.
There you go. I've got it.
There you go. That is, isn't it?
Aye.
So, big news. Happy with that, Frank?
I'm happy. Well, I says that at the beginning. You says he would never go.
Well, I did, didn't I?
No, you say I says he wants my kind of day-to-day football, and you don't realise we've all been there. Celtic's a massive club, so if he comes, if he takes it, if it's true, then I'd be delighted with that.
Paul?
No, I didn't expect him to get it.
I heard last night it was Eddie Howe with Peter Grant, but I think it was Granty that started that.
No, I thought, listen, it's a massive job, of course it is, but I just thought Martinez obviously worked with Belgium, we would have maybe.
Hold on, was that the quote?
You're right.
You think he's going to go for De Bruyne at Celtic?
Oh, what? That's
Hey.
I need to walk off now.
Oh, brilliant, man.
Anyway.
Who's his third man? Fellaini, innit? Big Fellaini. First team coach, Big Fellaini. Bringing him for Belgium.
Aye.
Right.
Good, that'd be good. Well done. Well done. That's us. Oh no, what a lot of crap that is. Right, go on, move.
Right, Celtic play Falkirk, Rangers play Cove. Easy games for...
Well, on paper it is,
Yeah.
aye. Of course. I mean, and they're massive favourites, but just got to be careful. Always after an international break,
Aye.
when players are coming back, you just got to be on it. I mean, it's massive. I mean, Brora, I always say when teams are used to winning, they're up, am I right, they're up the top end of the league, aren't they?
Bro, they got given the league after 3 games.
Aye, so...
Brilliant.
They'll play Barry's Kelly team, I think, in a playoff.
Oh, they?
Yeah.
Aye, so, good. But it's not, this is always a business, this is the time of season I love. It's the business end of the season. Normally it's the old kind of time that people get a lot, the nerves are jangling, but Rangers obviously win the league. I'm not going to say it's an anticlimax, no, it's been marvellous, but that's how the Scottish Cup takes on new significance, because it's out there to be winning. And just looking at the draw, I mean, Celtic will be desperate to win it. And Rangers will want to double, of course they will. So I'm looking forward to this time of season. So there's difficult games, but they should be able to negotiate that, I'm sure. But Brora, doing it, where are they doing it? Stranraer?
No, they're at home. They're at home.
at Stranraer.
They'll beat them.
Who?
I think
Brora?
they'll beat
Yeah.
Stranraer.
I think Stranraer will beat Brora.
Up there,
I've
up
got
there.
a wee sneaky feeling.
Up there. It's up there.
Is it not Stranraer?
No, it's up
It's
there.
at Brora.
I've changed my mind. I didn't know.
Half the boys will be like, I'm not going up there.
I tell you, that's a hell of a journey, that.
I know.
When they're leaving, they know.
And you can't stay over here, you've got to drive up. That's
I drive up the day of the game. I think that's a tough fixture for Stranraer.
I think so as well.
Yeah.
I apologise. I thought they were at home.
No, it's-
Stranraer, and that's how I was thinking, because Stranraer are decent in the rain patch. But no, it's a great story for them, wasn't it?
Yeah.
After putting hearts out, you'd like to see them go and go further in the competition.
Are they called Brother Rangers?
Brora Rangers. No, like that, Mark.
What, Rangers in the team? Cove Rangers.
Cove Rangers. Glasgow Rangers.
I'm glad one of them's getting put out.
But Paul, you think teams will start prioritising the Scottish Cup now that the
that's-
top 6 been confirmed?
It's going to be the most interesting Scottish Cup in history, because usually you've got the league there.
You still play for that.
You know that the places are confirmed with the top 6 and bottom 6, and now you're going to have everybody really pile driving, Simon, for that cup. Who do you think will win it, Derek?
The Scottish Cup.
Aye.
Are we outside bet?
The outside bet, Derek.
I know,
Johnston.
apart from Rangers or Celtic.
Yeah, is there anybody you've seen this season you think could have a
I'd
wee
love
nibble?
Hamilton Accies to win it, but they're not going to win it.
No.
Uh,
St Johnston maybe for the double?
Nah, I don't see it. I hope they keep away from each other.
Celtic and Rangers?
Rangers and Celtic, aye. I'd love to see that, just the final game of the season. That would be magic. So
Can I ask something, Derek? Sorry, this is for all yous. Mother were obviously playing, was it Fort Martin? Fort Martin?
Fort Martin.
What is
Fort
it?
Martin.
Fort Martin.
Fort Martin.
Fort Martin, yeah.
Fort Martin.
Before Martin.
Is this almost a similar game to Hearts Brora?
Fort Martin. Fort Martin were the best team in that league a couple of years ago. Brora have kind of
Took care.
overcome, but it'll still be a tough. I've played at Fort Martin as well. Tough place to go.
what's the part like? Is the
Decent pitch.
Is it?
Pitches
there
are
you
usually
go.
alright. So
I think that's
help
half the
them.
battle with the players
White
going
lines
there.
are doing
'Cause- but if you go there and the surface is a bit dodgy, you know what
That's
it's like,
what
Mark.
I know. But it was all dodgy back in the day, so it doesn't make a difference.
Aye. So if
It's
you're
not dodgy,
saying it's
isn't it?
decent, it's
Is
no
it decent,
Astro
is
then,
it?
is it?
Is it a
No, it's
decent
not
pitch?
Astro, it's grass.
Is it a decent pitch?
It has a decent pitch.
So that's all you want as a player, going to places like that. As long as the surface is decent, you think.
There's
we
a lot of
can get the
pressure
ball
on them,
down.
boys, so-
You got there and it's the changing rooms and you're like, you're joking, aren't you? Walking in, he's got
Changing
to be
rooms
right.
are small actually.
You've got to be right, your head's got to be right. You know what they do, they'll switch the heating off and all that, wouldn't they? That's what they do.
Switch the
They'll
heating on?
Put the heat, no,
Put it up.
The
Violence, so like a
you've
sauna.
got
You
cold
like a
showers and all
sauna,
that.
don't
Do you expect Graham Alexander go there with
The belt on.
the belt on?
I think the Fort Martin.
Do you think you have the All Saints
polo
on, won't you?
turtleneck right up.
Yeah.
Leather belt.
Excuse me, Ignorance, where there is Formantin, whereabouts?
Aberdeen.
Is it Aberdeen?
Yeah.
Right, same with
It's a horrible journey for them.
So are they big rivals, the two of them?
They're two rivals I have.
You know, my Highland.
But Fort Martin have got a lot of players that have played in the league, so guys that
But
want
they
to prove
hold their
themselves
tails
again.
up,
Yeah,
wouldn't
exactly.
they? But that's the
pros,
usual
good
one.
pros.
That one you you can kick that out the door, old tactic stuff. If your attitude's no spot on, then that's when you can get found out, and that's what happened to Hearts basically. I mean, their attitude of late has been poor, hasn't it?
Normally that they've got a manager sacked. I mean, no one anyway sacked, but that kind of result was ridiculous. They shouldn't have got beat. Hearts shouldn't have got beat.
From Brora.
No,
And then
no
to follow it
chance.
up with the
No
Queen of the
chance.
South
I know.
result, you know, because
I
they
know.
haven't been playing well, Hearts, but it's all about attitude when you go to the places, about rolling up your sleeves and going showing your opposition that you're up for the wee battle with them. And once you win the battle, you can go and play your football.
You would hate that.
You know you're in trouble with Hearts when Craig Levein comes out and gives you a backing. Says you're all right. No, I've had to come
They still are 13 points because you can't be sad.
I know, I'm not joking.
Well, what was his remit?
Listen,
What was
that's-
Robbie's
for the-
remit?
exactly.
The fans want to go out, get a run the cup, don't they? And that's the,
Aye.
that was a given for them. But they were not there. The first thing we get told when you play is make sure you win your own individual battle. You win that, then the quality will shine through. And there's no way that they've got better players than Hearts boys, even if it's the second team. You know, Hearts should be strong enough to go and beat them. So if they're not right, you know, Motherwell's not right in the head, going up there, they'll get beat. But I think they'll be. That's a good. Seeing Hearts get knocked out, you know, that's what they'll be saying. Let's not get knocked out this week.
This could come back to haunt me, but I think Fort Martin will beat Motherwell.
I think so. That's a...
Well, if I know,
That's a prediction, that is.
If I know, just as well you're not doing the cooking, innit?
I tell you what, but...
Why not? I'll make a wee prediction, I think.
I think they'll be at
I think
it.
it may be. If it's
It'll
a good
be-
pitch,
It'll not be a scoosh case, but I think Motherwell.
Scoosh case, I like
Aye, it'll not be.
scoosh case, I like
But I
that.
think Motherwell will certainly have enough about them because they've looked at that result. Everybody, that's the warning. That's what your managers all over the country will say. You know, the bigger, the better teams and go. There's the warning. If you're not at it, you're not up for the battle. First and foremost, you could get found out wanting. But Motherwell got a lot of players. We've said in the past injured, so we don't know. They're for another 3-4 weeks getting some players back. I think they've got enough players with a good enough attitude.
By the way,
These
for
Fort
Motherwell
Martin
to win.
boys have not played for months. They'll be like Dugs in heat.
Aye.
Aye, well, see when I was
wild.
doing it, the
Wild.
Wild
Wouldn't they?
dogs. Yeah, they'll be like wild dogs.
I think they'll be snapping at the heels of Motherwell for the first half hour, and then they'll run it steam. If they don't score in the first half hour,
By the way, there could be a
Motherwell
lot of
run out
shots this
top.
weekend.
Motherwell
Is there
run
anything
out.
else?
you looking at you.
Aye.
Is there anything else you think's tasty there, Paul, other than Derek and Frank?
It's a brilliant.
Dundee United Partick.
Good game.
That's a cracker.
Aye.
So it is, because Thistle they did a draw the other night, right enough, didn't they? But Thistle, good side, going up there against Dundee United.
Here's one.
Dundee St Johnson's a good one, is it? No, you know Dundee's not been doing well, but if they get up for it, that'll be a good game.
Dundee picked up. Beat Dunfermline.
I'm going to pick a big
2-0
shot.
done.
John McGlynn's ref to beat Livy.
By the way,
That's not a crazy
can you
shout.
give a wee shout out? What a performance that was on Tuesday night
Yeah.
for Rafe Rovers.
See the way they
John
play?
McGlynn.
I love the
They
way they
were
play.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Play for the back, mate.
Wee boy Kai Kennedy,
What a
the
player.
boy Hendry just sits.
Good
They
players.
played the wee diamond. They had quite a few ex-Celtic boys. Was it McEnroy?
McEnroy, yeah.
What's the other boy?
For Dunfermline,
Hendry.
you're talking about?
No, for
Wraith.
for Dunfermline. Who's the other boy? Hendry? Is it Hendry? Blunty, they both played
Stephen.
the first team.
Stephen, aye.
Who is he? Who's he? Is it? I'm getting
147.
mixed up.
Yeah.
He played. Did a few.
Sorry, it's Ewan Henderson.
Henderson.
Yeah,
Johnny
is he
Hermson,
there as well?
Hendry.
Aye,
Henderson.
aye.
Yep.
Is he?
Aye. It's good to see boys like that going and playing first team football.
Top players, they too.
Because
Kai Kennedy. And I think that's probably the wee missing piece of the jigsaw, guys like that.
I apologise, Henderson, because I played with his old man at Falkirk.
Did you? Was it
So
so Liam's dad?
Aye, he's
player.
dad. I was a good player. I think he's a chef now.
Right.
So he is.
Tasty.
Good player, but no, it's good to see your guys that you played with, you know, and seen their boys playing that too.
No, I was steaming last night.
Tasty. No, but I like that he's went there and he's getting first team football. But the boy Hendry and the boy Kai Kennedy, and what was it, the boy Gullen up top as well.
Jamie Gullen for Hibs.
Aye.
Yeah.
Vaughan.
Great to see Lewis Vaughan back. He's had some terrible injuries.
They were
What a
good.
player he is.
They were brilliant. Did you watch it?
I mean, I couldn't. I said to say, I can't believe how much they were actually trying to play.
No, McGlynn's team plays, mate.
I know,
He
I
played
didn't
them last
realise- I
year.
didn't realise
Well, there you go. But I watched them on Saturday, and they played with Dooku up top and Ugu. Dooku and Ugu. Aye, it's a mouthie, isn't it?
Dooku,
like a
Dooku.
mouthie.
Mouthful of Dicku.
But they played with the two of them and they went a wee bit more direct.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking...
More than one way of playing,
But he made 4 or 5 changes and they were all in the forward areas and they were brilliant. They were brilliant to watch. Good side. I like watching on that form. They were magic. So they were.
Have you got a wee outside tip for the Scottish Cup, Paul?
I'm going to see Raith Rovers are going to win it.
Wraith, brilliant.
There you go.
Excellent. They'll be put
I mean,
for Livy
there's
this weekend,
another,
but
what a
brilliant.
game that is against Livingston.
I know.
Because Livingston, you know, have been...
Do you think something's happened with Livingston with the manager? Has he lost the plot?
No, I don't think so.
Shouting and bawling at the players and all that.
No, I'm not a big fan, but I think of that when you're doing that with the players and that. But I think when they go to top 6, that was got them sort of back going again. I think they went to be
Top 6 in a cup final, great season.
magnificent.
Oh, aye, great
But
season.
especially with the British
I know,
Simon at the
but,
start.
you know, he can't... I keep getting told you can't shout at players now. So if he's shouting at players, you know, they could go against him.
Aye.
You know, see him handle any.
I know.
So it's just, you shout at
I think he's been
players.
shouting at them for years. I think they're used to him shouting at them. I think they
Aye.
know what he's like. Do you know what I mean?
But what's-
I bet it
depends
didn't
what-
bother because it was
what
the
group of players
gaffer.
you've got.
Is the issue-
Because he's now the gaffer.
Aye.
You can't shout. As a coach, you can shout as much as you want.
Is the issue
Jim
with
Dorsey-
wee boy
Jim Dorsey to
Robinson been resolved?
I don't think so. I don't think he's played there.
Is that
Jim
him
Jeffries has
funny?
been playing up front, hasn't he?
I hope no.
Legit.
I hope he kind of sits back and thinks about it and gives the boy a second chance, because you know what it's like. We all get upset.
Yeah.
We've all been upset when we play football and we do some stupid things. And again, like Martindale, he's had a second chance.
Yeah.
You know, so maybe the boy deserves a wee second opportunity because he's a good player.
We gave your man a second chance and look at him now.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Aye, it's been amazing. What a journey it's been on, isn't it? What a ride I've had at it.
You and Martindale are similar,
No chance.
isn't they?
What's that?
Similar types, him and Martindale.
That's what open goal does to people. Martindale's never been on open goal.
He's going to come on.
Aye, he is going to come on.
Aye.
All right, boys, we ready to hit onto the cootum?
Definitely.
Are we ready to go for it?
You know how did they? Aye.
He's good. He's good.
So I bet a wee song or something for him. I think he's
Subdued.
yeah,
Yeah, a bit subdued. What's happening?
it's what he's been doing with the Scotland boys before.
You've
the
got a
game,
girlfriend now, haven't you? You got a new girlfriend?
Couple.
I don't know.
A couple.
A couple. Brilliant, especially
On
with
the
sunny
go.
weather.
Oh, by the way, do you know what? I just want to pull him up on camera because let's see what your screensaver is on your phone.
Oh, let's see it. Let's see it. Let me see it.
Show the boys.
What is that?
What is
What is
it?
that? Can't see for here.
Everybody's bird looking out into the ocean, man. Honestly,
Is it-
he's changed, hasn't he? He has
Oh,
changed.
you
Let's
changed.
get him.
You've done that.
That's no.
Bro, it's beautiful, Derek. It's beautiful.
He's on your screensaver.
Oh, no, mine does nothing.
No,
like
Derek, I'm not like that. Do you know what it was? I got into a bit of trouble and I thought...
Terrible.
No, Derek, I got into a bit of trouble.
No, you never. Don't lie.
No.
Do you want? I've obviously like Macca. I've got my missus on my screensaver.
He's got your missus as his screensaver.
Aye. But I tell you what, there's a bit of unrest in our household because on my missus, on her screensaver is who?
Me.
Me.
Lewis.
Is it?
When she's got two other boys.
Oh,
so
no.
by the way, there's
No way.
Aye, shocking,
Aye,
innit?
Lewis-
Sort it out,
Lewis
missus.
he's the most famous in the family, so.
He is. Well, that's a live off. I've just
Apart
been
from
So
Lewis's
wait,
dad.
when did the other boys clock it?
I think they've clocked it a few weeks ago, so I think that maybe she's changed it, didn't I hope so. Aye, so there you go. There's a wee bit of information.
Are you on your man's screensaver?
I think it's me and Mama on the couch.
No.
No, just...
Oh no, you're.
You're actually as that, but it's not fucked.
So you get a vision there as soon as you said couch.
I know.
What's yours, Frank?
Really? What?
What's yours?
Me and the missus.
Is it? He's an old romantic as well. Isn't he?
I think he is. I think he's.
Aye, definitely.
She wasn't looking, she wouldn't have gone there.
Oh, brilliant! Right, we're picking this kitten.
Okay,
Come on, let's go.
I'll go for my real da, Frank. You ready?
This is a hard one.
Dumbarton, Aberdeen.
Dumbarton, Aberdeen, and we started right. I'm going for Aberdeen.
Dundee, St Johnstone.
That's a good one.
Derby.
St Johnstone,
Livy, Raith.
Livingston,
Celtic, Falkirk.
Celtic.
Rangers,
Rangers.
Cove. Dundee United, Thistle.
I'm going to go for Dundee United.
Brilliant.
I think Dundee will beat them.
Fort Martin versus Motherwell.
Do you know that?
Excuse me.
Sorry, mate.
Fort Martin versus Motherwell.
I'm going for a draw at full time.
Oh, good. And can we have a wee
Aye, and-
extra time shout?
Motherwell to go through.
Superb, Frank. Hamilton, Ackie v St Mirren.
Oh, that's another good one, isn't it?
That's a good one.
St Mun.
Oh,
St Mun.
right, I'll be the different. That's where I'll differ. My
Ayr, Clyde.
Don't know.
Can't believe it, I don't know.
Yeah. Go for it.
Stenny Kelly.
Kelly's got to beat him, isn't he? So Kilmarnock.
Brilliant.
By the way, Stenny, hard place to go as well.
Is it, mate? Aye.
AstroTurf type pitch. Wouldn't I thank you for
Not that tight.
No?
Nah, I don't.
Everybody's just so
Seems
hard,
tight when
innit?
I'm playing it, eh?
Just
Some heavy. Right, Derek, you ready?
Yes.
Dumbarton v Aberdeen.
closer again than people think, but Aberdeen.
The Duff. You'll have Dumbarton well
Yep,
set up.
aye.
Dundee versus St Johnstone.
Aye, that's a cracker, a close game again, but I think, I know they've got home advantage, but I think St Johnstone, just like Michael just said, Jack.
Yeah, okay. Livingston v Wraith.
It's a tough one. See, the other night I was going to go for Wraith, but I think Livingston will have their tails up. Livingston again, just Livy.
Okay, Celtic v Falkirk.
Celtic.
Yeah, Rangers v Cove.
Rangers, they'll be able to take care of them. This is one, Dundee United against Thistle. Dundee United, aye.
Okay, Fort, what would you call them? Fort Martin?
Fort Martin.
Fort Martin versus Motherwell.
Motherwell's attitude is bang on, Motherwell.
Right, okay.
Right, you're in a wee pause.
Hamilton Accies v St Mirren.
I'm going to go Accies. There you go. Going to go Accies. There'll be a wee bit of history because obviously the last game there, St Mirren, you know, didn't get top six.
Yeah.
They'll be fired up, but I'm going to go with Accies.
Okay, Ayr versus Clyde.
Ayr United.
Yeah, okay. Stenhousemuir versus Kelly.
Kelly.
There you
Paul
go.
that
Slane, are
tight
you
part.
ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready, boy.
Okay, boy. Did you find that pistol?
Aye.
Was it on the range?
Not in my panties.
It's a shotgun.
Oh, dearie me. Right, we'll start with Dumbarton versus Aberdeen.
Dons.
Dirty Dons.
Dirty dog.
Dirty Dons.
Dundee versus St Johnstone.
Your hometown, Simon Dundee.
Oh, you're going to
And
these?
they're going to win it for Simon Ferry.
Yeah, okay. I like that. Livingston versus Wraith.
Going to go for John McGlynn. Wraith Rovers.
Wow. Roberto Martinez's first game in charge, Celtic v Falkirk.
Celtic.
Rangers versus Cove Rangers.
Rangers.
Dundee United versus Partick Thistle.
Dundee United.
Okay. Fort Martin versus Motherwell.
Motherwell.
Do you not like Partick Thistle?
No, I think Dundee United will take care of them. I do. But on the question you asked, no.
Sorry. Thought that.
Just got a text there. Brian Rice has got the Belgian job. So are you going Motherwell?
Motherwell, Simon.
Okay. Hamilton Accies v St Mirren.
Honestly, I cannot call that. I really can't.
Right, well, you're going to need to.
You're going to have to.
I'm going to need to. Is there any way we could
Buddies.
do something?
Flip a coin.
So, aye, flip a coin. If I got
Aye,
it,
go
I
on,
think-
Simon, go for
Please.
Simon.
Coin.
Simon will be up for it.
I'll go a draw then.
Someone will be up for it,
Aye,
but
they'll be up
I've
for
went with my...
I'll go a draw.
Okay. See, you saying St Mirren will be up for it, but will Accies not be up for it as well?
No.
How? Why not?
There's a bit of needle, there'll be a bit of needle,
Yeah.
because they were upset, St Mirren,
the
with that.
result.
Aye, certainly Jim Goodwin was, you know, he thought decisions went against him. Remember the boy who goes out of the tackle?
Top of my head.
I actually thought it was a foul, but...
See,
but no.
I know what I'm talking about.
But Accies will be up for this game now, they'll.
Okay, of course they will,
Yeah.
Of course they
big
will.
time.
Yeah.
But
Big-
why know why? Because it's a good opportunity
Big
for them
crowd.
maybe to make a wee
quid.
bonus. Aye, why not?
Crowd.
Nothing wrong with
The
that.
Hamilton supporters, the board of directors, and that, haven't noticed that there's no crowd in.
Hey, by the way, you're good pals with him, you know.
I know, I can say that. I know.
Paul, you want to keep going with your cooler?
How many fucking times am I going to get interrupted, man?
Sorry, come on.
Don't take it serious, I don't know.
I know, right.
Big things are coming, Simon.
Big things are
Big
coming.
things are coming for Paul Slane, don't worry about that. Ayr versus Clyde.
Oh, I'm going to go
Somerset, you're all.
Who did you go for Hamilton? Who did you go for Hamilton, Simon?
draw.
Did you go for the draw? Right, okay.
Actually, my heart's
Paul Slane Derby. It's a Paul Slane Derby, we've not even noticed.
Hey,
What?
cut that.
What,
Don't
Ayr-
tag that in my name day too.
Ayr Clyde, is that yours?
I don't want that in my CV, that. No way. I'll go
Who have you got more leaning towards, Ayr or Clyde?
Clyde.
No?
Jensen?
No, my relationship.
Right.
All right, go on then.
No, really, to be
Really,
fair, I'm
me.
just trying to say something. I'm going to go for Ayr United, Simon.
There you go.
Okay, and last, Stenhousemuir versus Kilmarnock.
We talk about teams want to go for it. Will Kelly want to go for a cup run? This position they're in the league. You just don't know. So I'll go with Kelly, Simon.
Lads, pleasure as always. Thanks very much.
Thanks,
Always,
cheers.
always.